Hi guys, I just thought I'd make a quick video doing some guitar maintenance stuff. It's Tuesday and I look really bad because I didn't go to school today. I wasn't feeling that great. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video really quick because I'm bored and it drives me nuts when people don't know how to take care of the guitars properly. So this is a little tutorial here. This is my Fender acoustic guitar. I don't know if you can see. And this is my baby my whole life. But it's solid top, which means it's got the glossy finish on it. And it's like amazing. And I'm gonna explain some stuff about solid and non-solid top to you after. But for now, I'm gonna show you how to oil the neck of your guitar without backing off the strings. Like, this is for people who are fairly new. Like, this is just a very basic thing. If you have been playing guitar for longer, you would want to back off the strings quite a bit and just move them out of the way for that. Okay, I use a Q-tip, and this is the oil that I use. I don't think you can really see, but it's called Orange Glow. And I like this stuff. It's called wood polishing conditioner. It's actually made with orange oil, so it's citrus, and it's all natural. It's like more natural. There isn't that many chemicals in it because it's made with like actual citrus oils. So what I do is it's a spray thing. So I just put the Q-tip against the whole thing and squeeze some of it out onto the Q-tip. Okay, so it'd be like all yellow and stuff. But anyways, then what you want to do is you pull the string up and you just rub it gently. And you want to get it along, like right along the fret too, like very well. And then you pull apart the next one and you just do that all up the entire neck. And you just do that and see how the wood is already looking darker. If your neck looks lighter than you think it should, or lighter than the rest of the guitar, then it probably needs to be oiled. It's probably fairly dry, and that is really not good for the guitar. And it makes me want to cry when I see a guitar that has a really badly taken care of neck, because the neck can actually crack and split if you do not oil it and take care of it properly. Now, with a solid top guitar, you don't need to oil the body of the guitar, but with a non-solid top, you do. Now, I also oil this here because it's wood as well, so it's the same thing. You just kind of, I like to do it in like a circular motion, and you can see the shine, obviously. And then sometimes I just kind of wipe off the excess with the other end of the Q-tip. Okay, I'm going to show you something here. Now, this is my non-solid top. It's 3/4 or half size. I can't remember which, to be perfectly honest. I take like a really soft cloth and just kind of give it a wipe down, get all the dust off of it. Especially since this one, I don't really keep it in the case because the case just sucks the moisture out of it because it's a gig bag. Like, I don't have a hard shell case for this guitar. And yeah, just wipe it down really good all through the whole thing. This one is an Art and Lutherie, or Lutherie. Not quite sure how to say it. There it is. And it's, like I said, it's my 3/4 size. It's pretty small. I got this guitar when I was like 10. So it's, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old now. It's a lovely guitar, and it has served me quite well. Okay, I can show you on this one how to do it while backing off the strings. Hopefully there are no accidents, because the strings on this guitar are fairly old. That's why I haven't been playing this guitar lately, because I'm terrified of having one snap and hit me in the face. Okay, once again, just want to oil up your Q-tip there. And be careful you don't put too much oil on it, because if you do, then you can oversaturate it and then the wood can swell, and you do not want that. Okay. So you just take, for example, my low E string, and you loosen it and loosen it and loosen it. It'll get looser and looser. I'd say that's about enough. Okay. I'm going to actually just back them all off, but while I do, I will talk to you about the difference between solid top guitars and non-solid, like this one. That's when a solid top is when it's like lacquered and it has that shiny paint stuff on it. And this one doesn't. It's just wood, and it's finished, of course, but it's still, the body of the guitar still does need to be oiled. Not nearly as often as the neck, of course. Like, I oil the necks of my guitars, like, I would say about once or twice a week at least. Oops, my bad. Okay. But yeah, it's something that you need to do. Not very often, but still needs to be done, because, well, for the overall health of your guitar, obviously. And because, you know, but anyways, a solid top guitar will sound better with age. The more you play it and the longer you own it and the better you take care of it, obviously. It will sound better and better as you go. Is one big thing. And the other thing is that it doesn't need to be, it's not as high maintenance, I find, because like I said with this one, you need to oil the entire body. This one also loses moisture quicker, because not only is it losing it through the sound hole, but through the rest of the wood as well. Okay, now that all my strings are backed off, like you can see, like really backed off, not a whack of sound coming out of them. Take my cloth and I'm just gonna wipe off all my frets really quick, because there's no point in oiling the neck when it's dusty and dirty, because when you do, the dust and the dirt will just absorb the oil, and none of the oil will really actually get to the fretboard itself. It'll just get to the dust and such. So you want to wipe this off really good. Nice gentle circular motions. Like I said, you want to use a really soft cloth. And I'm also going to wipe off the top, like the head of the guitar as well. And as you go, obviously the strings get tighter and tighter, so you have to kind of wipe in between them when you get to the top, unless you really, really want to back them off. Right, and then, okay, take your Q-tip, and when you're doing it with the strings backed off, it's a lot simpler. You just kind of move the strings and rub it on there. And it's easier to do with a cloth this way. This is one reason I do it with a Q-tip, is so that I don't have to back off the strings. I can just like get in between there, right, and pull the strings apart, whereas this way I can actually use a cloth if I like. And also I don't like the way a cloth will always make like that weird squealing sound on the strings when it's got oil on it. But yeah, that's how you do it this way. And then for the body of the guitar, you wouldn't use a Q-tip obviously, because that would just take a very long time, but you get a little bit of the oil on a cloth, and I wouldn't spray it on there. You want to put the cloth against the nozzle and do it, and you want to just like wipe down the body really well. You want to get all in between the strings on here, which when the strings are backed off is a lot easier to do, and you want to get every part of it. Now, you need a humidifier. Like, you have to have one. You really do. Can you see how the difference? It's darker where I've oiled it. And that is, a darker neck is a healthier neck, generally. So, you know, like, but you don't want to over oil it, because if you do, then you're just gonna get, it'll be like all swollen, and you know how like when it rains and you have fire logs outside and they get too wet. Yeah, that's what your guitar would look like, all like waterlogged and not very good. So yeah, and be careful when you're tightening the strings back up if you're backing them off like this, because if they're older strings like these are, like I'm scared to tighten these back up again. If they're older strings, there's a good chance they could snap on you, and you do not want that. I'm sure that you could find on the internet some pretty nasty pictures and stuff of people who've had guitar strings snap. It is not fun. I mean, I had one snap on my fingers before for my brother's guitar, and I had to like tape cuts closed and stuff so I didn't have to get stitches, and oh, it was just nasty. But anyways, I will let you guys go now, and I hope this video helped you in some way. Thanks.